Okay, so what is that odd square in the middle of my screen? Oh, I think I know what that is. Okay, I need to disable some stuff. There we go. That's fixed. All right, I think we've got everything set, and we can start playing. Tonight I am playing Banished, and we're going to be trying for some achievements. Banished is a game that's, what, 10 or 12 years old at this point. It's been around quite a while. It's kind of a classic, kind of a city builder survival game. Let's see what kind of a map we've got here. Get our settings put together. That we want our event log. We're gonna want our mini map. Looks like we've got several lakes. We've got a nice little river here through the middle of the map. Things are gonna be okay there. Let's put our event log. Get our production queue up here. Yeah. Abettville is the name of our little community here. Hey. Alright. Let's get to building here. We're right next to the river. We've got lots of iron and stone here. Should be in good shape. I want to go ahead and clear pretty much everything in this area. Around in here. Okay, so we've set our area that we're clearing. I think that will work just fine. Okay. some things that I want to definitely want to switch some things around here. Okay, so let's get a road going. I always kind of start out with my roads. I really like to kind of plan for like a central kind of area, right? Pretty close. I don't think I really need. I'm gonna want housing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we got housing going, and well's always pretty nice to have. Crop field, I think would be a good idea here. Okay, and what else? What else? Woodcutter. Definitely need a woodcutter. Alright, so that should be enough to get us started here. Go ahead and get our people up and running here. We might need more storage. There we go. Okay, so storage for log, stone, and iron is near capacity. All right. Get hunting over here. So I think what we want to do is set up forestry, gathering, and hunting over in this area over here. So I need a road going in over there. Okay, there we got a road. Okay, so let's get a forester over here. Herbalist. Yeah, they're definitely, I mean, we've taken a bunch of resources, so. Orchard, pasture, fishing dock, herbalist, tailor. I think I'm missing. Okay, so here's my hunting cabin. Okay, and the gatherer's hut. Okay. That takes care of it. Wow, they have really cleared that area out. They are just going to town. Well, that maybe we need an orchard. Okay, there we got an orchard. Oh, really? For winter. You know what we need? Builders. I totally forgot builders. We've got all of these resources. We cleaned all of this out. And, we don't have any builders. We went through that. Oh, that wasn't good. It only takes like one mistake to like completely kill your village, and we might have just done it. Yep, that's the end of our village. Do we have any? We have 3 people left. Yeah, well, I think, let's go ahead and do an autosave reload here. That was really bad. Okay. It is spring. We've got things started here. Let's go ahead and get our builders going so that we don't have that happen again. Wow. Okay. It does mean that I need to get these guys back over here. Try to get this set up again. Get a forester. Okay. And a hunting lodge. And a gatherer hut. Okay. Time to try this again. Alright, let's get a priority set here for... Yeah, let's increase the priority of these houses. Well as that. It is late summer already. We got a couple of houses built. Need to get all of our families in houses. We're just gonna have everybody do building. Alright, early autumn. 6 people with no homes. Three people with no home? Alright, so that's everybody with a home. Get this built. Okay, it is winter. I know the storage is full, but you guys have got to get this finished. Did I tell them to clear far too much stuff? How are we doing? Food's a problem. I mean, logs are not an issue, but we're going to end up starving pretty soon if we're not careful. Yep, see, that's a problem. Old. Why are they not building what I've asked them to build? Okay, so this is going to do potatoes. We need farmers. Woodcutters. Yep, now we're dying of starvation. Okay, so we're obviously not doing something right here. It's been a while since I've played this game. Let's go back. Cancel. Okay, so let's start a new game. New. Alleys, large, mild. Statures are on. Medium starting conditions. Okay. I obviously went overboard on the gathering of resources at the very start. Okay. So we've still got a pretty nice area here to start off in. Let's start. I do want my road through here. Okay. And we'll continue on down through here. Let's go ahead and place our starting houses. Okay. I need to get that and that and that. That there. This over here. This over here. These, and we'll make a couple of builders. And I think I'm going to go ahead with a gatherer right off the bat. Do want a woodcutter. Okay. Now, some of this will have to change pretty quickly. Go ahead and speed things up. Okay. All right. Some of these houses and buildings and stuff might be kind of cool to make in Minecraft. Why is he cold? Okay, I think this area over here a good place for our hunter. Hunting lodge and forester. I think those will work really good over there. Alright, so we have the gatherer's hut. We need somebody working in it. We have up to 4 people in it. And now I want to get a farm going. Okay, so we get a farm there and a farm on the other side. Okay, this one is ready. Corn. Corn's a good thing to have. Let's get a couple of farmers. And get peppers. Okay, we're going to have a woodcutter here pretty soon. Okay, so we have some basics set up. Do need to plan on ready having a go ahead and get road around that. Let's put we're gonna do 2 more houses. Right in there. Okay, and a well. Okay. An herbalist is something I'm going to want pretty quick too. put the herbalist there. Okay, so we do have a third person working as a laborer. We can get our hunting lodge up and going with a new person. All right. It feels awfully large for peppers. Much better start this time around. There's a lot of flat land over here. Iron shouldn't be a problem. Food is a concern because I don't have very much of it at the moment. And I definitely don't have fuel for winter. 1% yield, 2%. Okay, so one more. That shows limits. Okay, so my resource limits window here, fuel. We're going to go to 500. Problem is, we don't have a whole lot of logs cut. I want to remove some resources. I'm going to do it from this section over here. We are harvesting. These guys are still cold. Big coats. Hogstone. It's because I don't have logs. Okay, so now we're making fuel. Much better. Obviously I'm scared that we're not going to be able to get through winter very well. That, and then I think a small orchard right here will work. And what we got? Cherries. Do need more farmers. Okay, there we go. All right, so our forester hut is ready to go into operation. Okay, now it is winter. Okay, we get 2 more houses right there. I'm putting them together to start off with. I'm putting these extra houses in, mainly so I can get my population up a little bit. I've only got 1 laborer. My population is pretty low. We got 14 adults and 9 children. I don't have a school yet. We're going to be wanting to get a blacksmith shop going pretty soon. Because we're gonna need tools. Okay, there's that put started. Our herbalist is in progress. I mean, there's so much iron and stuff around here. That shouldn't be... Those resources shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so we got a new laborer. The well being built. One thing about the vanilla game for Banished is that there really aren't a whole lot of like decorative stuff. No wonder. We can probably get rid of that piece of road. Okay, so that is our first winter. Had some kids born. It's good. I think I want to go with another hunter. If anything, I might try to put another house here. It might be able to put another house right over here. Okay. More kids being born, which is good. I should probably think about a cemetery. Just in case. Put a small cemetery right there. Okay, we do have an herbalist ready to go. Alright. Our next up should be the blacksmith shop. We are getting some corn planted and some peppers planted. And we've got our cherry trees growing. It's a small orchard. It's only 6 trees. It's like 9 trees. Lots of iron over here too. Okay, so we have 634 food. We haven't hit our limit on firewood yet. That is a lot of iron in that storage area. I think we want to increase that storage. Storage of food is low. I think we can use this area out here to like do a whole bunch of farms. I mean big farms. I think 15 by 15 is our largest field that we can do. Yeah, 15 by 15 is the largest field. So if I do like 4 of them right next to each other, I think we'll be pretty well set. Here we got another laborer. So do that as a hunter. So I've maxed out my hunters. Foresters would be nice. I think gatherers is something I want to get maxed out pretty soon. We're gonna need more people for that. Already harvesting? It is summer. Cool. Yeah, we're already harvesting. That is awesome. So our food should be starting to stabilize. We have 18 adults and 11 children. Go ahead and grab us another gatherer. Gatherers and hunters help us kind of like top off our food during the winter months a little bit. $781 food. Yeah, we can quickly go through that, depending on what our population is. The reserve of logs is low. Okay. I think we need to get foresters. As our children become laborers, I'm basically moving them into things like stuff that we've already got. Early autumn. These guys are still kind of like cleaning stuff out over here. Now, we are playing this in vanilla. There is I mean, the Colonial Charter mod is probably one of the best mods for this game, but since we're trying to do achievements, we're going to stay away from the modded scene. You can't get achievements on modded. Okay, here's our second winter. We're going to be using food and fuel. I think we've got enough of both to get us through the winter. Need logs and stone to finish putting together the blacksmith shop. I think we've got the logs. Yeah, logs are done. Stone is what we're trying to get next. Stone is something we need to gather more. Collect stone. Where is some stone for us to collect? Okay, so that should get us the stone we need to finish that off. Okay, so that is opened up. Can we get a house in here? Yes, we can. Good. Alright, and we're going to need a tailor shop pretty soon. So we can make winter clothes. That over there. Uh-oh. I'm starting to be concerned about tools. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, we just need a little bit more stone. And we can get the blacksmith shop built. Ah, good. Alright. I think I want to change that to 250 tools. We have plenty of tools to do. Okay. As soon as this is finished, I'm going to get people working on it. Be nice if I can make iron tools pretty quick. Okay, so yeah, we can make iron. We can't make steel because we don't have coal. But we can get somebody working there right away. If we want to put together a coal mine, we can start doing that. But not sure our population is ready. Okay, so we're starting to add in more fields here, which means I'm going to need more farmers. Okay, so we got that field. That field. We'll have. And I'll be placed at that location. Okay. So those will be 3 new crop fields. We'll put a road around those. Looks like we might have some hill there. Maybe causing us a little bit of an issue. Early summer. Cornfield is doing okay here. We're starting to get our tools back. Get another farmer. I'm thinking maybe a couple more houses. If we can't grow our population just a little bit more. And we're going to have a lot of crops. Okay. Thinking we can get rid of this little bit of road right here. Okay. Alright, back to the game here. Just checking things out. Making sure the stream's working okay. Alright, so he has made all the fuel he can make. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. Another orchard might not be a bad idea either. We're gonna end up needing like a lot of farmers. Okay, so we could put. It's not gonna fit there. Almost kind of need to put it on the other side. Right, can we put it off of a hill? Yeah, it's got to be on a hill. So really kind of like there is about the best we can do. Coal mine. Okay. Got 3 laborers, so I think we need to up the people working at some of the places we've already got. So I've maxed out the herbalist. We've got 1 more that we need for the forester. Got a bunch of old growth trees over here. Mine needs logs and stone. There's a lot of stone over here. Go ahead and collect this iron. There we go. I think some more storage over here somewhere in this area might not be a bad idea. Right as mine. We could use another gatherer. Okay. At our max on fuel. Nobody's really putting too much into mine at this point. Fine. Get that prioritized, see if we can't get these fields up and running. Okay, what pepper's there? Corn and corn. Could put orchard over. Yeah. Okay, so that gets those fields kind of like prepped. I could actually get rid of this field right here. And this road right here. That would let me put that mine right there. Yeah, once this road is gone, I can put that mine right there. Okay, so farmers. Something I need quite a few of. Okay, the orchard is ready. We can do cherries there. Make it a priority to get rid of this road. So food should not be a problem, as long as we can get it all harvested. Got the barn right here where we can keep all that stuff. Our tailor is getting built. Okay. Alrighty. Got to moderate a message there on Twitch. Okay, so these guys are hungry. Food is a little bit of a concern. Okay, so we can make some hide coats. We've got lots of food going on. May need to harvest something early, though. Get a little bit of food in the storehouse, because we are out of food. Okay. Not that I really wanted to do that, but I don't think I had much choice. Okay, so add another farmer. Log, stone, and iron is near capacity. So we've we've got some storage issues. Okay, so that road is gone. Get our mine built. Okay. A road. There. Okay. That gets us our mine. Then we can add more housing. Right there. I think I want to go ahead and build another well over here. Alright, so it is summer and we're starting to harvest the peppers. Corn is still being harvested. Gonna be able to get a nice yield off of these two fields. We may need to build another barn. Okay, so this family over here is needing food. Yeah, food is definitely a concern. If we can get these fields harvested, we should be good. Okay, good. Got that taken care of. No more alerts. Alright, so we're getting to a point where I feel like we should start looking into some of these other things. School. So I think we'll go ahead and put a school in. I want to start educating the children. One of our achievements that we need is an education level. Our population is at 29 adults and 15 children. I think we're okay there. We got 680 food. Interesting birch trees there. We got birch and pine in the area. It looks like we got a pretty good amount of stone and iron. That gives us another laborer. Do a gatherer. Okay. And then I still need a whole bunch of farmers. I'm thinking it's time we start expanding over here. Start setting up some blocks. Okay, there's another block of houses. Our mine is getting built. We're not going to have people to work it for a little bit, but logs, reserve of food is low. Early winter. See, that's where things get scary. Okay, we're going to want this to produce coal. I think we're going to want to put another hunter's cabin around here. We do a hunter's cabin over here. We can do a forester. And a gatherer. Okay, we can set up that over here. Okay, go. Okay, this house is cold. We've used up a lot of resources. It is late winter, though, so we've gotten through. While we have houses that are low on food and fuel, I don't think nobody's starving at the moment. Yeah, we've got somebody starving. It's early spring. We're getting things started, planted. Worst case scenario, we start harvesting early again. Hello, hey Mater. Hey, Nater? Mater? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this house is lacking food. Hair will do. Okay, cool. These guys are lacking food and fuel. So maybe another farmer. How are you doing this evening? It is evening for me. Okay, so we had somebody die of starvation. We've had our first death. 2 a.m. Ouch. I've had those nights. Certainly had those nights. Okay, we're gonna have to do some early harvesting here in one of these fields. Not that I really want to. Yeah, it's about 8 p.m. for me here. Okay, so I think we need to get rid of cut some trees. We have logs for fuel. We do have herbs. Where's all the food going to? That took care of that. The food shortage that our village is having right now is definitely a concern. I think a lot of it has to do with the lack of logs. I don't really have any labor to put in my mine as of yet. I have a wild adult child ratio. I do. I think I expanded way too fast. And I think that's what's... Yes, I did. I built houses way... I'm still doing it, actually. I should probably pause these. Really? A one house per season rule. So basically 4 houses a year? Okay. Adults, children, 3 to 1, whichever hits first. Alright. See if we can't pivot to that and see how it works better for us. It's been a while for me to play this game, too. Goes to farmers. So right now we have 34 adults and 14 children. So we're above the 3 to 1 ratio. Yeah, we've just added a couple of more children. Okay, our farms are nearly filled out. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw one person down that's mine. I mean, not literally throw them down the mine, but give them some work in the mine. Okay, we'll see if we can't balance out our adult to child ratio here a little bit before we add any more houses. Thanks for the tips. Okay, got 748 food. Thinking we need another. Actually, foresters. We need to get logs. Okay, so let's harvest some of this stuff right through there. Now cold's a problem. It seems like cold is a problem mostly because of logs. Okay. I am getting a little concerned about food. Okay, people are going out and collecting those. In the depths of winter. We seem to have a fairly low limit on our herbalists. Got plenty of food in the houses, so we just need fuel. And that is a limit on logs, really. It is causing that problem. Late winter. Beginning to think another woodcutter wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, so we have 35 adults and 20 children. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm still going to hold off on starting any new houses yet until we get things a little bit more stable. I have a school ready to go. That's true. That's a disastrous death wave could be a problem. So we can turn on one of these houses. I have these 6 here ready to be built. These have got all their stuff, so woodcutter here. Yep, that you're right. Don't want to eliminate an age group entirely, or you'll struggle for adults when the current ones die. Absolutely, you're right. It is spring. We've got fields being planted. We've got our cherries going. Honestly, this game makes you think about demographics more than resource management. Honestly, I hadn't really thought about it in that terms, which may be one of the reasons why I kind of jumped ahead. Could argue that people are a resource. Yeah, I suppose, in a way. Okay, we're at 37 adults and 20 children. We do have a family in here. Is that an iron mine? Right now I have it producing coal. The intention of switching this to steel tools. I've got way more iron than I really know what to do with right now. Yeah. The area here that this village started in was just so full of iron. It's just crazy. I've got it laying around everywhere. I have not done fisherman yet. It's probably shouldn't I? That way I can diversify my food. Maybe that would help me stabilize my food problem. Uh-oh. My farmers are dying. Yep. Less people to feed. I mean, that's one way to stabilize your village. They must still be happy because we're still getting people, more people being born. Yeah. That's definitely one way to look at it. Yep, I don't think I'm going to build any more houses at the moment, though. I think I'm going to hold off. I'm at a 2-to-1, which is now better than the 3-to-2 I saw earlier. Yep. See if we can't get this food situation situated or fixed. I mean, I've got 18 children here. Also helping to stave off the future death wave. Okay. We're at 700 food. I mean, that house there has got stuff built for ready to go, so it can be built pretty quick. I mean, that's something I can do too, is I can turn these on temporarily to get stuff there, and then shut them off again. So I'm not going to let this one finish. We'll just get all the logs there. Okay, now we'll pause it. I'm going to lower an herbalist to get another woodcutter. I still don't have a lot of logs. "36 adults and 19 children." Okay, we got our fishing dock being built. All right, we'll add a fisherman. I do try to keep at least one person. Ideally, I'd like to keep at least two to four people as laborers. Cold weather is a bit of a concern. Okay, food-wise, I think we're in pretty good shape. "43 logs, that helps. It should be helping us get our firewood put together. We're in late winter. I think I want to put a little bit of storage over here. So we have some storage for the mine. At some point, I'd like to turn on a school and start educating people too, but right now it's just sitting empty. Now we're using up logs pretty quick. On boosting our foresters a little bit more. See if we can't resolve that. Down to three. We got down to about 300 food before we started going up again. So our food situation it's improved, but it hasn't completely stabilized as of yet. Maybe one more house. Okay. So fuel is something we definitely need to work on improving. Next. Foresters. Okay. 190, 180, 88, 52. That's late spring, and we're getting low on food. Okay, we're at 41, 18. Did put another house in. Okay, so we're at 0 food in the reserve. I think everybody's got food in their houses, those. Do we have our fishermen? And we're still having children being born. Summer. Alright, 280, 300, 350. We're starting to harvest a little bit over here. I haven't done a trader yet either. Something I need to do fairly soon. I don't really have a good place to put it along that river. Maybe over here. We may need to build a bridge and put it on this side. A market is also something I don't have as of yet. Things are starting to feel a little bit better. We're still having children be born. We're 40 or 41 of 22. Else here, pasture, not a pasture yet. A tavern, we haven't done a tavern yet. Of course, I haven't added in hospital or the town hall or the chapel as yet. We have nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do the school. That will change things up. We'll start doing students. Educated residents are a little bit more efficient in all their tasks. I do feel like we have been able to stabilize. We've got 8 foresters. Add a couple of more fishermen as our labor improves. We have our first student. We are making steel tools now. Okay, so is tunnel, boarding house, trading post. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put our boarding or trading post over here. A bridge and a road. Okay. I'm gonna pause this for the moment because I'm not really ready for it. We can pause the bridge. Not really ready for it either. I want to have those kind of like planned out. We've got 2 students. We got 3 students. A 3,000 food. We have definitely stabilized a little bit better. Logs is low. Okay. There we go. Don't have a lot of stone, but we've got way more iron than we need. Okay, we got 4 students. 43 adults, 4 students, and 19 children. People visiting the graveyard. Okay, well, I feel like we got through that winter a lot better. Thanks to Hare's suggestions and tips. I think we've kind of stabilized our food. Our fuel is still, yep, winter, ice Scott. We're in early spring. I'm going to go ahead and build another house. Yeah, this is Banished. This is a different game than City Skylines. This is kind of a city builder, but it's also kind of a survival game. Because your people can die. Let's go ahead and turn this bridge on. Now you gotta feed them, you gotta clothe them, you gotta give them tools. You don't give them enough. Yeah, chaos. There are natural disasters in this game too. So things like tornadoes can happen. Fires. They can get sick. A Love a little chaos. A hospital wouldn't be a bad thing. Hide coats. Wool coats, leather, and wool would be a warm coat. Do we call the people grunk? We certainly can. The name of the village is Sedon, or Sedon. What age am I at? I'm in the 8th year. This is... I want to say this is like colonial era. But it doesn't advance. There's no technology in Banished. There's no tech tree. It's mostly just kind of a static survival game. Well, the people do have names. The game just automatically gives them names. I don't know if we can I don't know if we can actually name them. We can pause and click on somebody and see if we can't change their name. Nope. I don't think we can change their name. See? I had a fisherman drowned. So one of my fishermen over here at the dock fell off and drowned. And now his body's over here at the cemetery. Yep. I have 8 students. He was not a good fisherman. Maybe he got wrapped up in his own sinker. Went out with a hole in his boat. Maybe he didn't know how to swim. Probably not a good thing for a fisherman not to know how to swim. Okay, our reserve of logs is low. Or you need a bigger boat. I'm a little concerned that I don't have enough laborers at the moment. I think I finally gotten the food situation at least stable, as long as I don't go crazy on building a bunch of extra houses. One of my previous viewers gave me a whole bunch of tips. Got 9 students. That's pretty good. Okay, that is log reserves being low. It was. He gave me some really good tips on how to kind of stabilize. It is autumn, so I think we can add one more house. Hoping these students will start becoming adults and laborers here pretty soon. We've actually topped out on food, so I'm going to change the limit on food. Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. And we're getting into winter again. We have almost 5,000 food, which is good. Mm. At 12 students. Excuse me. Hopefully these guys will start growing up pretty soon. That house is built. Reserve of firewood is low. Think if I could do this with 40k Warhammer, that would be interesting. A city survival game set in the Warhammer universe. I mean, I suppose you could kind of pretend that this was fantasy Warhammer. Maybe these are all orcs. Warg! So, Scott, do you have a favorite faction within 40k? The big boss? Orcs. I'm a fan of Adeptus Mechanicus. I have a 2,000 point Adeptus army. I've always been fascinated with Mars, so basically anything that kind of gravitates around the planet Mars. Show off. Okay, so fuel is still a problem in this village. There's a little a hill line kind of like right across here. You like the orcs as they think it, and it works. Yeah. One of my buddies likes orcs, but then he also plays, because he's really into Warhammer. So he's got orcs, he's got Tau. I think he's got a little bit of Space Marines. And Necrons. He's a huge Necrons player. I want to say Necrons is probably his favorite. He's always been a fan of the undead and zombies. So I think that's why he likes Necrons so much. Yeah, you paint them but don't play. So what do you do with them after you paint them? You just put them out for display? Like your other models? Passed him on. That's cool. Okay, so I think a road right there. I'm actually wanting to start to move some of these fields. I'd like to put a market in here. I think a market right here would be a good idea, but I've got to move these fields in order to do it. You like Gundam models? You get into those? So I used to sell some in the shop, but I don't think they're very popular here. So I struggled to really sell them. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember watching Robotech. Okay, so we're going to turn this field into corn. Once this field is harvested, we're going to shut it off. And we'll see about putting our market here. You're not jelly of my collection. Well, I mean, it was just the advantage of owning a game store. And I'm slowly selling off quite a bit of it because I'm trying to downsize a little bit. Since I've closed the store, I'm not playing a lot of my games as much anymore. I'm not going to get rid of everything, but I'm definitely going to kind of like focus a little bit. And I really want to get into historical miniatures again. When I was much younger, I did a lot of like Command Decision, which is a World War II miniatures game. I'd like to get into Bolt Action and Hail Caesar. I think Hail Caesar is really fun. So I'm kind of working on those. I have both a Celts army that I'm slowly working on, and a Roman army for Hail Caesar that I'm working on. It's kind of funny because I've got some of the special characters for the Celts, and they're naked. I haven't painted any of it yet. So when I get it painted, I'll take some pictures and post them in the Discord. Yeah, my pile of shame of unpainted minis is pretty high. Okay, so I think I'm going to add a couple of fishermen. You do sci-fi? I got a demo kit of All Quiet on the Martian Front, which was a the company didn't last very long, but they sent me a demo kit, and it was a Martian tripod from War of the Worlds, and then these two little like English tanks. And so the idea was that like in the late 1800s you had the War of the Worlds, and it was a miniatures war game. Okay, so we are going to shut this one off and get rid of this field here. I've got that. I can get some pictures of that pretty quick. I should also probably post some pictures of some of my Adeptus Mechanicus stuff. Okay, so trading post. We've got our market. Okay. There's where we're going to put our market. You want to build one more house. Carrier guardian stuff. Cool. Okay. That up. We can bring a hunter up. We can start working on gatherers. Okay, we have definitely stabilized. We're moving our farms. Our reserve of firewood is low. And that should put that keeps most of our houses within the radius of that market. That's good. iron. I think we're doing okay with tools. Hospital being built. I think a town hall is next on the list. Downside of a town hall is that we could start end up getting nomads. But we can always turn them down if we want to. Any chance of a Hero Quest game? So I don't own a copy of Hero Quest, but Alex, a friend of mine, has he kickstarted the reprint of Hero Quest when they redid it here not too long ago. So he bought a copy, and he got the expansions for it, and it sits in my game room. Because when he plays it, he wants to come over to my house and play it here. Still got the original game? Nice. I think he has a copy of the original game as well, but he doesn't want to use it, so he uses the reprint to play with. I've also got Gloomhaven and Frosthaven. I like the Legacy games. I've got my original red box from Dungeons and Dragons that I got back in, gosh, it would have been 1984, 1985, somewhere around in there. Nice. We went through and played all of the adventures from the first book from the base set, but we haven't played any of the expansion stuff yet. I often played the dwarf character, and every time I died, which I did die quite frequently, I gave him a new name. You want the updated game? Shocker. The dwarf was fun to play. Alright, some of our students are starting to become adults. The dwarf was the best. You like the dwarf? Diggy diggy hole. We'll put some houses over here. We're going to pause these. I've got them planned. We can also move this field over here if we wanted to. Okay. Early summer. We've got 54 adults, 12 students, and 16 children in this community. I think we're doing okay. Let's see. Let's make that corn. Yeah, let's make that corn. We will pause. Let's see, let's not work that one for now. We want to harvest these two fields. I think we'll shut this, we'll get rid of this one and turn this one into peppers. Gatherer. Okay. Other than miner, I think we've got all of our workstations kind of set out. The market and the trading will need to get done. That wants stone, so stone is a bit of an issue. Okay, so let's go ahead and collect all the stone from here. Ton of stone over here that we can collect. A stone quarry might be something we need to do pretty soon. Okay, so we're not going to work this one. We will start working this one. We'll get rid of that farm there. Put some houses in there. I am going to go ahead and build one of these houses. This farm here, I'm going to change to peppers. All right. Of stored coal. Our hospital is getting built. Once I get a trading post set up, we can start trying to collect some of the other seeds and stuff. Start having other types of crops. Late autumn. Hey, there's our hospital. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a doctor assigned. Our market's getting built. That's good. Heading into late autumn, it looks like we're getting an early snow. Don't have a brewery yet because I don't have an ale house. Tavern. And we'll do one of those soon. Okay. Got our market built so they can start collecting stuff to sell. Like last time, a pub. So we need a road out this way, really. Alright, yeah, so the market is getting all kinds of things to sell to the people. Which will kind of help us stabilize stuff. Seems like a really odd kind of pole in the middle of that market. Do another field over here. And we can shut this field off. And we can put our pub right here. Got all that stone. Alright, down through there. Okay, so let's make This peppers. Let's stop working that. Bit of that. Then tavern. Drinks and merry times. That's going to need a lot of logs and stone and iron. Every adventurer needs a pub. They do. They absolutely do. Let's put a storage space right here. Really large one. Skill tools. Okay. Log reserve is low. Stone is empty. You had a glass of milk? Got a whole bunch of peppers here that have grown up in an area where there's no farm anymore. I'm guessing I deleted that farm before I should have. Miners, really? I'm thinking the market should probably be the place that we fill out first. Market's getting pretty full of stuff. I think the market gives us read the first part. When was the last time you heard a good story start with, I had a glass of milk? You're right. You're right. Absolutely right. Well, I mean, most D&D adventures start in a pub. Let's see here. Prioritize this. Now, we were using a lot of stone here for the town hall, so that's... You seen Vox Machina? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I really enjoyed the first campaign. The second and third campaigns I've still watched, but I don't know, they just haven't connected to me as much. Oh, there's our tavern getting built. I think we'll put a well in here somewhere. Okay, there's a well there. Maybe a well over here. Next to that house. Builders. Get some vendors going here. Oh, we got lots of venison in here. Hey, we got our tavern. Okay, we're gonna make our ale out of cherries. What do you think of that? A cherry flavored ale. That's what I need to build in my Minecraft village, is a tavern. I don't have one of those yet. That way I can do stats poker. Yep. All right, we've got a nice stash of logs. We've got plenty of firewood, plenty of food. Well, I think with the tips and tricks that we were taught earlier, I think we've been able to bring this village to life and kind of get it stable. Got a market. We've got a tavern. I think the stone cutter and the trader are the only. Okay, the cleric. We don't have the church. Those are really the only things that we're missing in this village. We can put the church over here, I guess. That's going to end up using a lot of stone. Yeah, we're using quite a bit of food, so okay, so that would be the church. At the school. We don't have a pasture yet, but then I don't have any animals to farm yet either. Got the trading post being built. Yeah, we're getting through the seasons pretty good. Okay. Plenty of laborers. Trying to think of where to put the stone quarry. That building is pretty large. I think we'll go down there with that. Okay, so I think we can get another vendor. We've got 30 ale in the shop. Nice. Using lots of cherries. Inventory. Cherry, 28. You know what we could do is expand our orchard here and here. Okay, there we go. We'll just start adding some farmers. Get a little road down through there. Cherry Brewery. The Cherry Brewery, you know, for cherry ale. Call it the Cherry Bottom. That's a good name for it. Unfortunately, I can't rename it. But I do like that name. That's what we can name the tavern in my Minecraft world. We'll call the tavern I build in Ramble Life the Cherry Bottom. Maybe I can use some armor stand magic to create the Cherry Bottom Band. Make them the house band of the pub. All right, so we're at well, 3:30 in the morning. Yep, I'm getting ready. I'm actually over this stream by about 20 minutes. I've been playing for about 20 minutes longer than I really should have streamed for. All right, man. You get some sleep. I'll see you later. I think I'm going to wrap up this stream here pretty soon. Okay. A bit of harvesting going on here. Do have our trading dock getting finished. All right. Yep. As I mentioned, I'm actually overtime on this stream for a little bit, so I am going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I probably will stream on Sunday, like at about 11, and I'll probably be on the server tomorrow to do some recording. So until next time, you guys have a good one. Goodbye.